What is going on, YouTube? This is Gavin 21202, aka Gavin Orlandi, here bringing you all the latest WWE news, rumors, headlines, and updates in the form of a three-topic WWE news video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I've got some major topics wrapped up, rolled up for you guys, all in one video. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be shocking. You guys aren't going to want to miss this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, like in every other video, I hope you guys are having yourself a fantastic day so far. I hope to make it even greater. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We're going to get right into it. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the first topic of today's WWE news video is breaking news in regards to 16-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena and his talk about a quest and a possible return in professional wrestling. Now, for those of you that don't know, John Cena went on state, basically publicly in an interview. In an interview stating that WWE does not need him. He needs WWE more than they need him. And with that being said, John Cena basically saying that it's questionable if he will actually return to a wrestling ring at this point. Now, ladies and gentlemen, John Cena went to talk about how at one point in time there was a point where WWE financially needed Cena, and the only reason Cena was on TV was because like guys like Steve Austin, Lesnar, Goldberg, Undertaker, they were all leaving at the time, and they were all going to do different things. And while that's being said, that's the position WWE is in now. John Cena is saying how WWE has these guys like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and this is their time to capitalize them and utilize them while Cena's not there in existence. And while John Cena hasn't been seen since WrestleMania, I can't even say WWE's been doing very good for themselves because, quite frankly, they haven't been. Their stock revenue has gone up, obviously, but their ratings are dropping. I don't know how the money's being made when everything's going downhill. And Triple H getting frustrated with Vince McMahon, and that we'll actually hop into that later in today's video. So, there's just a lot of things and a lot of culmination. Cena saying that WWE does not need him, and while that's true, him saying that he's not as fast as he once was. So the talent nowadays, it's way different than the guys like Triple H, the Edges. It's not like that anymore. Wrestling's evolved. Wrestling's different. Wrestling's faster paced nowadays, and it's just a lot more different than how it was 10 plus years ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, throw it down in the comment section what you guys think about this. Do you think Cena's time's passed? Do you guys think Cena should return? One more title reign? What do you guys think about it? So, without any further ado, we're going to hop right into the second topic of today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, the second topic of today's WWE news video is breaking news in regards to Lars Sullivan. Now, it may seem as if WWE at this point is giving Lars Sullivan a monster push, but it's just been made public by Forbes just yesterday that the WWE has fined Lars Sullivan $100,000, tying at the second most and highest, most expensive fine in WWE history. Now, with that being said, I believe Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the highest. I believe it was somewhere like $200,000 when he walked out back in 2002, I believe it was. So, don't get me wrong. I don't know that 100%. That's just coming off of my knowledge. If you ask me that, that's probably the answer I would give you. So, I believe Stone Cold Steve Austin is the one with the highest one, and it is somewhere around $200,000 for, I believe it was a situation between him and Vince, and him not wanting to put over Lesnar on an episode of Raw, and that's how that panned out. But that's a different story for a different time. But, WWE, quote-unquote, very supportive of Lars Sullivan through this whole anxiety attack. WWE had huge plans to have Lars Sullivan go over in a match against John Cena at WrestleMania. Obviously not happening because of the anxiety attack. And WWE it was stated WWE's been very supportive about the situation. But how could that be? Because WWE, and while maybe they're not in the wrong for this one, after a lot of the racially comments and a lot of the vulgar use that Lars Sullivan had used in his past comments over the past few months, WWE did take it upon themselves to fine him $100,000. And while he was on SmackDown, WWE may still be going with the monster push, but instead of taking that push away from Sullivan, they may just hit him with this big fine. So it is very possible that WWE takes his push away from him. It's very possible that he goes into obscurity. It's very possible that anything goes off without a hitch. He pays the fine, and it's never mentioned, and his WWE role goes on as so. So it is very possible that WWE does not have any plans to take Lars Sullivan out of his push and just hit him with that fine instead. So there is more news on that one. I will bring it to you guys here on this topic on the next video. But we're going to head into the main event of today's WWE news video. I touched on it a little bit the first topic, but you guys are really going to love this one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of today's WWE news video is breaking news, as it was reported by Ringside News that WWE is very frustrated, or excuse me, make me more specific, Triple H is growing more and more frustrated week by week and day by day as Vince McMahon runs the WWE into the ground. Now, with that being said, Triple H has already expressed his emotions and his opinions on how Vince McMahon runs the company. Maybe not verbally or maybe not directly, but with that being said, a couple videos I did ago, it was talked about how Triple H had retweeted a comment by a fan talking about how Vince McMahon's doing a terrible job of running the company, doesn't have a good storyline in his bone anymore, and just can't do his job. And while that may be said, Triple H being in the point where time is coming up, Vince McMahon obviously is probably not going to step down until he dies. And then Triple H would probably move into that position. I believe that it is time for, in my opinion, I believe it's time for WWE to change hands and it to go in the hands of Triple H. Now, just seeing what Triple H has done with the NXT brand, the NXT UK brand, what he did with the Cruiserweight division, there's a lot there. That man has a lot of potential to run WWE and a lot of potential to change a lot of things and make a lot of things better. But Vince just does not want to give him that opportunity. Now, obviously, there is no plan in state for if Triple H if Vince McMahon were to die, what were to happen with the company. WWE has no plan because Vince McMahon thinks he's never going to die. So, There is a point in time where it's all going to change. It's obviously going to go into the hands of the McMahon family, with that being Shane, Stephanie, Triple H, probably in most power. That's just my guess. But WWE, Triple H, very frustrated with Vince McMahon, and who wouldn't be? The product's been suffering lately. The fans aren't enjoying what they are seeing, and we just had the worst Raw that we'd ever seen, and SmackDown was at its lowest rating of all time since it's been on its current USA network. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot changing, and it's just disgusting. WWE's got to change their ways, or otherwise they're going to lose a lot of fans. I can tell you right now, I haven't even been tuning in weekly. I've been checking out YouTube videos because nothing important that's really has been happening. I've been watching SmackDown, and that's about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, you guys already know how it all goes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We talked about 3 major main event caliber topics. In order for me to bring you more of these, I need you guys to do me a couple of things. Guys, like this video, favorite this video, share this on every social media platform that is humanly possible, and do me one last thing, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. Gavin 21202.